Have you ever stood in complete darkness, feeling lost or uncertain? In those moments, what do you long for the most? A single flicker of light can change everything, cutting through the shadows and showing the way forward. In a world that often feels shadowed by uncertainty, fear, and confusion, there is a light that shines brighter than any other, a divine, radiant light that promises hope, guidance, and profound transformation. This is the light of Jesus, the Son of God. The Bible beautifully describes him in the book of Hebrews, saying, "The Son is the radiance of God's glory and the exact representation of his being." Imagine that for a moment. Jesus is not just a reflection of light. He is the very brilliance of God's glory made visible to us. He stepped into our world not as a distant, untouchable figure, but as a living, breathing beacon of hope, illuminating the path back to our Creator. His light isn't just for a select few. It's a universal invitation for all who are searching, for all who feel lost in the dark, to come and find their way home. Throughout his ministry on earth, Jesus made a powerful and profound declaration. He stood before a crowd and said, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." This wasn't just a poetic statement. It was a promise that in him we find clarity where there is confusion, truth where there are lies, and life where there is spiritual death. Think of it like this: walking in darkness means stumbling, being unsure of your next step, and being vulnerable to hidden dangers. But when you walk in the light, the path is clear. You can see where you're going. Spiritually, this is what Jesus offers. He illuminates the truth about God, about ourselves, and about the purpose of our lives. His teachings cut through the noise of the world and offer a solid foundation to build our lives upon. This light isn't just about knowledge. It's a life-giving force that brings healing to our brokenness and salvation to our souls. It transforms us from the inside out as we walk in it. Jesus didn't just talk about being the light. He demonstrated it through his every action. His life was a masterclass in love, compassion, and forgiveness. Consider the story of the woman caught in adultery, brought before Jesus by religious leaders ready to condemn her. The law demanded she be stoned, and darkness was closing in around her, the darkness of judgment, shame, and certain death. But what did Jesus, the light of the world, do? He knelt, deflecting the anger of the crowd, and offered her not condemnation, but grace. He told her, "Neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more." In that moment, he shone his light into her darkest hour, replacing condemnation with compassion and despair, with a new beginning. His light didn't just expose the sin. It illuminated a path to restoration and freedom. Think also of the parable of the prodigal son. A young man takes his inheritance, squanders it all in a distant land, and finds himself broken, starving, and filled with shame. He is in the depths of his own self-made darkness, yet he remembers his father's house. He decides to return, not as a son, but hoping to be a servant. But what happens when he gets close? His father, who had been watching and waiting, runs to him, embraces him, and celebrates his return. This story is a beautiful illustration of God's love, a light that is always searching for us, always ready to welcome us home, no matter how far we've strayed. Jesus told this story to show us that His light is one of unconditional love and forgiveness, a light that restores our identity and brings us back into the family of God. These stories are not just ancient tales. They are reflections of the transformative power Jesus has in our lives today. His light shines into the dark corners of our hearts, healing old wounds, breaking chains of addiction, and mending broken relationships. When we feel overwhelmed by guilt, His light offers forgiveness. When we are paralyzed by fear, His light brings peace. When we feel worthless, His light reminds us that we are cherished children of God. It's a personal, intimate light that meets us exactly where we are. It doesn't demand that we clean ourselves up before coming to Him. The invitation Jesus extends is not just for us to receive His light, but also to become carriers of it. In the Sermon on the Mount, after declaring Himself the light of the world, He looks at His followers and says something truly remarkable. You are the light of the world. He empowers us, His followers, to reflect His radiance in our own lives. He continues, "A city on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." What does this mean for us today? It means that our lives are meant to be beacons of hope in a world that desperately needs it. Every act of kindness, every word of encouragement, every moment of forgiveness, these were the ways we let His light shine through us. When we serve others with a humble heart, when we stand for justice and truth, when we love our neighbors as ourselves, we are reflecting the character of Jesus. We become living testimonies to the power of His light. We are not the source of the light, but like the moon reflects the sun, we can reflect the brilliant, life-changing light of the sun. So, how can we let this radiant light of Jesus shine more brightly in our own lives? It starts with a personal connection. It begins by spending time in His presence, just as you would sit in the sun to feel its warmth. This means reading His words in the Bible, allowing them to illuminate your mind and heart. It means talking to Him in prayer, sharing your joys, your struggles, your hopes, and your fears. As we draw near to Him, His light naturally begins to fill us and overflow from us. It also involves a choice. Every day we face choices to react in anger or to respond with grace, to hold a grudge or to offer forgiveness, to focus on ourselves or to look for ways to serve others. Each time we choose the path of love, humility, and compassion, we are choosing to turn up the brightness of His light within us. It's a daily, moment decision to walk in the light as He is in the light. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being willing. It's about allowing His transformative power to work in us and through us. As we bring our time together to a close, let's reflect on this beautiful truth. Jesus is the radiant light of the world. He came to pierce the darkness, to guide our steps, and to fill our lives with purpose and hope. He is the answer to the deepest longings of the human heart. His light offers forgiveness for our past, strength for our present, and a bright hope for our future. He invites you right now to step out of any shadow you may be in and into His glorious light. If you are feeling lost, He is your guide. If you are feeling broken, He is your healer. If you are feeling hopeless, He is your everlasting hope. The invitation is open to all. Let His light fill you, transform you, and then let it shine through you. Let your life become a beacon of hope, a testament to the love and grace found in Jesus Christ. May we all be people who not only walk in the light, but who also share that light with everyone we meet, bringing glory to our Father in heaven.